The first presentation is from Japan. It's by Takaharu Tezuka, who is the architect of the Fuji Kindergarten in Tokyo, Japan's largest kindergarten. Takaharu Tezuka, with his partner Yui Tezuka, at Tezuka Architects, designed the award-winning Fuji Kindergarten with spatial designs that are skillfully integrated with the outside environment. Their designs range from private houses to community buildings. Based in Tokyo, Takaharu Tezuka has been professor at the Tokyo City University since 2009. Take it away, Taka.
Okay, thank you for your invitation. And maybe I should start right away from the video I think we prepared. It's a documentary program made by Japanese TV company. And it's saying as soon as they go up to the roof, they start running. And every morning it happens. It's automatic response. And the owner of this kindergarten says, someday these children is going to beat China, because these days we don't get gold medal anymore in Olympic Games. China takes all away. I'm telling that the roof is not flat and it's inclined toward inward, so inside, so that we're making sure they don't spin out. And there are many skylights, you can see that. And there is no praying tool on top. And the architecture is quite important, praying tool. And this is another one by CNN. It's quite broadcasted, quite broadly. There are more than 20 windows on top of the roof. The children love to jump into the net. There are 3 trees. Sometimes we get more than 120 children. We are a couple, and always I'm in blue. And my wife is always in red, and my son and my daughter is in yellow, my son is green. And people think I'm wearing always same T-shirts. It's not true. I have more than 100 of this. And the story begins from this small house we built about 12 years ago. And that time we are allowed to build this kind of roof house without handrail. And since we got all kinds of prizes with this house, we Japanese architects are not allowed to put people on top of the roof without handrail anymore. So this is the last building without handrail. I like it. Nobody can do it anymore. And I don't spend that much time on this, but the point is there are many things going on this roof, and the owner of the kindergarten loved that building. And this is the original building existed before our building. And one of the characters I liked about this building is that the principal kept walking into each classroom, and he remembered all names of 640 children. It's an amazing thing. And whenever he walked into each classroom, we could hear a voice and just the yelling of the children. We try to keep that idea. And this is a building we built. And since he kept walking into the classroom, I try to make it circle so that he doesn't know when he should end, so he can keep working all the time. And also, we learned a lot from our children, because we know that small kids love to keep making circles. It's a kind of instinct. If we bring our children here, I'm sure they keep making circles around this chair. Just like a puppy trying to eat their own tail, it's quite same response. And also there are 3 trees on the middle of the building, and we try to keep it. But it's not easy, because the spread of root is as big as the size of the crown. So we try to make sure we don't cut any root. And then we got this. Hold on, just how come I just go back? Okay. And then principal said, I don't want any handrail. I said, it's impossible. But he said, how about the net sticking out from the edge of the roof so that we can catch that falling off children? He was quite serious about it. He's an amazing person. He said, please make sure the children never break their neck. in this kindergarten, they are allowed to break their legs and arms. He said, but he said quite important thing. Because people break necks, because they have never break the legs or arms when they were small. It's private kindergarten, but I don't think it works in European countries. And we went to planning application department if we can put a net on the edge of the roof, but they said I was insane, so I had to go back to the principal, and then he said, no, you have to try it again, and he called the local government, and actually the guy at the table at the desk was from this kindergarten, so somehow he persuaded, and we kept that idea around the tree. And you can see a rope around the tree. It's handrail. Actually, it's illegal now, but the time it worked. And actually, we put this on. After we put this on, and after the inspection, he took it off. So it's illegal building now. And they love to jump into that. It's nothing. They are nothing to do with the handrail. They can see that, and they love to fall into the net. We get more and more. Sometimes we get more than 40 children around the tree. More. And you can see that the boy on the... Do you have razor point? No? Is it ray gun? No? No, it's not. Sorry. So you can see the boy on side, and he loves the tree, so he's eating it. And sometimes they put the children along the edge. We can put about 600 children on the edge. And we made a few samples, mock-ups of the handrail. And we tried to convince him we might need handrail, but he chose the weakest one. He said, I like this shaky one, so it's very weak handrail. So you have to make sure you don't lean onto. Actually, you can never break it, but it's shaky. You can see that they're like monkeys in a zoo. And actually, we made sure the distance is just enough to put their leg out, and they can't put their head in. And this is how we feed them. Actually, it's an agricultural class. And the ceiling height is very low, only 2.1, because we wanted to see both sides of underneath of the roof and the things going on top of the roof. And if the ceiling is too high, you can't see anything going on top of the roof. And we don't have time, we rushing now. At the beginning, we couldn't put green on. So at the beginning, it was matte. Now it's green. And this is a gargoyle to collect the leaves on top of the roof. And this is a lake washing place. And there are variation of the water taps. The one on the middle is quite a good one to spray the water to the friends, and the shower on the back, and the boy in front is not washing his boots, he's putting water into the boots. And quite important picture. These days we are trying to show something, many architects are trying to show something extraordinary structure. But if you go there, you don't see any extraordinary, yet you feel something strange. Because there's almost no column. If you go there, maybe if you're in this room, we have one column on that corner, another one column on that corner. We have very special structure. And always we say, we have a nostalgic future. In the 20th century, we had to adjust ourselves for technology, like the modern times. Or do you know the movie called Tron? In the movie Tron, and our people get sucked into the computer-aided image, and the computer-aided image is the future. But if you look at the movie called Matrix, it's not true. Things going on in the Matrix is much more real than real world. And I forgot, I put my iPhone downstairs. But if you see the iPhone, an iPhone is also the same. The reason why Steve Jobs beaten up that Sony, Japanese company, is that is the closest thing to the human being. It's very simple, no explanation, and so we try to do quite similar thing. You don't see any structure, and we designed everything around the people, So very small number of the structure, but yet just very special structure to absorb the energy. And also you can see that the sliding door is sliding out very irregular curve, because we wanted to keep it quite irregular, but it's not easy. So we have to design all the details, and those acoustic condition is designed by all computer-aided technology. And this school is quite famous of achieving two facts. One is there is no humiliation or outcast in the class, in the school. And some professors said that this must be the first successful example in Japan, possibly in the world. And principal said, when you make a cage around the classroom or any kind of ape kinds, usually we try to make hierarchy, and always the lowest caste get outcasted. But when you take the boundary out, there is no reason to fight. In this school, and if this boy doesn't like this classroom, he's allowed to go to the next classroom. It's quite successful. And there's one professor writing a paper about it. And also, every morning, TV news start from this classroom, and always TV cameraman gets surprised. They keep concentration to the teacher. And the principal said, when you are in very quiet classroom, children lose concentration. And we have excellent years. Actually, I had a chat with acoustic consultant. When you put children into very quiet room like this, they lose concentration because they don't have background noise. But we are supposed to be capable of selecting information in very noisy place, in disco, even in disco. So just that they try to bring the noise from the next classroom, but yet we try to control the acoustic condition. So there's many things going on, but you don't see much. And this is how we divide the classroom. And every year, not every year, every month, they change the classroom configuration. They were supposed to help teacher, but they don't. They never do. They never do. No. And this is how they divide the classroom, time to Christmas. And also we designed the wash basin like this so that they can make conversation around the well. Good for Christmas. And you can see tree in the classroom. And that girl is fishing the boy downstairs. Another monkey. And there's many skylights. Each classroom, at least, I have only 5 minutes, okay. And each classroom has only one skylight. And no, more than one skylight. So at the time of Christmas, every year Santa Claus brings a present down from this skylight. They can put ladder on. And one day we had a problem because they got a good-looking American Santa Claus. He stuck in the frame. We couldn't get him out. And this is how you turn on the light. Actually, there are more than 100 string, and to turn on the light, they have to walk around, so they know which one they turned on. It's a kind of consciousness about energy. And okay, this is very academic. How many games going on top of the roof, and the professor found out there are 8 times more games than normal kindergarten. And this is the movement of a child on top of the roof within 20 minutes, from 10 past 9 to 30 past 9. He made 6 kilometers in the morning. And then I show you another one, just 1 minute. Okay, we built annex right next to the kindergarten. If you buy our architecture record this month, and on October, you see this. And it's very interesting building, and we have 7 floors in 5-meter ceiling height, 5 meter height. So sometimes ceiling height is only 1.2. So everything is kid scale, and everything is melted into green. And we try to put our children yellow and green so to make sure where they hit their head without putting helmet. So actually he banged his head just over there. Then so where we know how we should be careful about. And he climbed on top of the branch. He climbed over the handrails. I found it's dangerous. And then we put children, and they spend time like this. And there's a girl scared of jumping off the edge of the floor. So many things going on. Okay. And we put ropes wherever it's dangerous. And the rope changes. And this is a classroom. There's no furniture. And the seating is heaven, sky for children, because they can never touch it. But in this building, they can touch it. It's my daughter. And that's it. The presentation. And I drive yellow car. And great thing about this car is that it was production almost 50 years. And we try to make a building like this. You know, these days, Japanese company changes the model of car every year. And, but this car was in production for 50 years. I try to find the reason. And when it's hot, we open the ceiling. But if when it starts raining, I open the door in front of the glass, and it's underneath of the front window. And you can, but if you forget to close it, when you drive into the expressway, rain starts splashing into, and they're making a pond on the floor. And if you read the instruction, and they're saying, the book is saying there's a lava plug, so they can let the water out from the floor. It's an amazing car. And it's a flexibility. You can be a part of the building. Just we can't design everything for the perfection, but we try to make architecture everybody can laugh. That's the key, I think. You can put many things in. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Taka. What a wonderful start to our proceedings. From the very beginning, I've seen you draw at this school before. There is a website in Germany, detail.de, and Taka starts to draw at the school, but the very first thing he draws is the tree. The building comes after, and it's that idea, I think, that nature is a third teacher, along with the children and teachers, that is so fantastic. And I know that Peter Cook, the great English architect and critic, calls your project A Ring Around a Tree after Ring a Ring a Rosie, the children's nursery rhyme. And I'm delighted too that you paid tribute to the client, because it's clear that without this client, this building couldn't have happened. So thank you and congratulations.